Okay, so excuse the mess. Um, I was like one of those videos, just gonna do the thing. Actually, I was in here when I first started making it, and it was actually as I was making a sandwich, tuna, cheese. There's a fridge. I was actually thinking like, I'm gonna come back here. I gotta move this because I got more room, but well, actually not too bad. Like not that air. Then I kind of got this to make a sandwich. Obviously, I cleaned it off. I wasn't intending. It just sort of ended up like this. And my friend just left to go charge up the batteries and all that sort of stuff. So there was a bit of an issue with, well, it's just when you're living with another person, and that they're like sleeping, whatever, and you want to kind of do clean up and whatever, but they're kind of in the way. And sometimes it could be more of an hassle arguing with them. So, I mean, I could have just made like another bed area, but it's like, what was it last night? No, or yesterday. Yeah, so I just said fuck it. I just slept myself. But it's like 45 degrees in here, which means it's warm as fuck. Which it's cold. Like my hands are cold, but uh, I got this set up. Missed it. But I got it too high up. But once I actually got it up there and shit on that shifty ass ladder, I was like, you know what? If I want to bring it down, go up there and untie all the fucking million knots I put in and all that sort of shit and bring it down, or like, or maybe I'll find some other way to bring it further down. I'll do that another day. That was already a pretty decent accomplishment of getting that done. It's not very bright in here, so I got to keep the flashlight on. It's not gonna be very bright in here. It sucks because it like the sun, when there's sunlight, it kind of gives you a little bit of energy. When it's like this, it's kind of like makes you more sleepy. At least for me. So I already struggle with that shit. Just checking our it's basically like a blind. I got a hunting blind, basically, but because I've seen turkeys come that way. Look around this thing. I could like swinging around with one arm. It's pretty sweet. And there goes that. So, yeah, you're already seeing like how I cleared this room out, but this is the room I cleared out more so. Oh, it's just up there. This ladder, man, it's scary, but I'll go up and down it several times. There's a little bit of like cardio work. Plus, it's good to practice climbing ladders. But like, it gets narrower the higher up you get, and it gets more wobbly. And this thing's been sitting here for probably like 10 years. But yeah. Oh man, I hate this thing. I hate this thing so fucking much. And then it creaks like it's gonna fuck. One of the things is gonna snap. Actually, like I start burning. I start getting really burning up a lot more. But yeah, just like, uh, it, it's definitely that's a little bit of training for me. Uh, oh yeah, at some point I'm gonna make some ridiculous like melee sort of weapons. Now that I have the space for it. Where's my bat at? There was a problem though. See, I don't like how much it swings. I'm not even gonna hit it that hard. I don't know. It's probably fine. Then I got this other training method I've been using. I'll pick up one of these, toss it up in the air, and although I've seen a thing The guy was saying like to train stamina for you had the sword and all that, but you know you like and it actually will like you practice swinging it. It actually does like build up your cardio. And then I noticed the smaller bat, which is somewhere around here, actually a lot more accurate when it comes to hitting when I throw the pieces up in the air. Uh, and that bag's got drywall in there, so all I need is some energy drinks, and I can be like Kyle. I'll have my the energy drinks to make my fist stronger to help punch this drywall. So yeah. And then yeah, there's gonna be some absurd like 'cause I got a lot of space in here. So some of the melee weapons I make have like an absurd amount of reach, but not that great for. I mean, they're acceptable in smaller quarters. They don't really shine in smaller quarters. I just don't have like anything really good to hit it with though. So that's why I made that punching bag. I need to figure out a pull-up bar, somewhere to put a pull-up bar. Need to craft a jump rope. Probably could make some jump rope out of like that. Can I do pull-ups here? I might be able to do like chin-ups or something. This actually might be a place that can, not so much there, but right there is actually a decent grip. Or if I could find a bar long enough, that would actually be good. If I could find a bar long enough to go between these two, maybe. Um, I don't know. I've got to like figure out the whole fucking thing. Like I said, it's 45 degrees. It's like that's amazingly warm for in here. And it probably might make something for me to do like jumps. Like I forgot to call like squat jumps. I did. There's enough room to run around too. Like I did some. I was cold first got up, so I just like ran back and forth. It's not bad. Uh, so yeah, like that. Other than that, I mean, I really thought I was thinking is well, I've seen this Wes Hammer thing about these assassins that are blanks, but they're like really powerful. They're pariahs in the sense that they not only do they not have a soul, but they disconnect other people's soul from the warp. And I was just looking at that, it's like, because I definitely have some magic to me, and yeah, just like people be like, oh, there's some people that I think that like they don't really need a strong connection to the so-called warp. Like maybe Andrew Tate, he's just like he's just the way he is. Boom, boom, boom. And so he can be like, oh, ADHD isn't real, depression isn't real, and one of the effects of being cut off from your soul is despair and all that sort of shit. And so he can just like plow through shit. Whereas me, it's like I'm either super, super effective or totally ineffective. And a lot of it has to do with like, am I connected to my emotions? Am I connected to my thoughts? My emotions drive my thoughts and make them clear. It's like trying to look through a crystal clear ball versus a muddy water and be like, oh, it's just you're just holding yourself back. You're just labeling yourself. No, literally, I'm fucking looking through muddy water when my shit's like fucked up versus fucking looking through a crystal clear ball and being able to see shit nobody else can fucking see. But that's all right because I read the thing from Book of Five Rings about how strategy in a carpenter will use all the pieces of wood, even the shitty wood. He'll use a shitty wood for scaffolding and layer for firewood. So on the days that I'm not so great, like maybe today, I could still build the scaffolding for the days that I am clear. And I'm also happy to hear Andrew Tate's out of jail. So he looked very serious, but anyways, I don't want to cut this off at 10 minutes because I really didn't have a plan before I started this.